Okay, everyone, welcome back. So, we have Yugo back on Boros Burn, and we have Kyle Perfetto. What looks like, so Kyle's deck is Scapeshift, which I think is awesome. This is hilarious. Yes. Okay, welcome chat. Thank you so much for watching. Absolutely, yeah. This is cool. Like, Scapeshift is wild. So Joe, to go back to what your comment was about Ren and 6, right? So, obviously, with the reprint, it wouldn't be the first time that they did something like that, where they banned a card right after it got printed. They didn't want to ban Hogak Arisen Necropolis when Modern Horizons 1 came out. They tried to ban Bridge from Below. They tried to ban all of the other things, which just made Hogak more consistent, which eventually they had to just break down and ban Hogak. Ren and 6, I don't really feel like Ren and 6 would be nearly as abusive as what 4-color Omnath can do in a vacuum. Like, even if you just played it with anything else. First time chat. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I want to see Scapeshift go off, man. So the cool thing about Scapeshift is both Scapeshift and Burn have no. Okay, well, chat, so I have a question. If Kyle wasn't on Scapeshift, making him not your boy, what deck would you want Kyle to play? Because after the match, we can have some intervention on the interview. We can have an intervention on what you guys think Kyle should be on today. I mean, this could be a metagame. I mean, in his defense, this could be a metagame choice. He could just like Scapeshifting people. Make him play Amulet Titan. Okay. Okay, chat. I love you. That is hilarious. So after this match, there will be interviews. Yeah. Well, so both spellings of Hammer Time are correct. If somebody calls it hammer time, if they've just been hit in the mouth with the opponent's Colossus Hammer, that's completely correct. Give it to him once, never again. Okay, I mean, fair. I mean, we have a Titan player here today, incidentally. Yeah, I believe our friend Sean is on Amulet. I think things like this, I really feel that, give it to him, whoever it is, that's my boy. Okay. I really feel like there should be a place for every style of deck. Some people like control, some people like aggro, some people like combo. I really feel like everything should have a spot. We got Kyle up on 3 lands right now. Yugo's on 3. We're going to play a Rift Bolt on Suspend. Ooh. That is a Fire and Ice. That is a Fire and Ice. So, is that, yeah, it should be Fire and Ice. I gotta look up. Sorry 1 second, chat. I gotta look up Kyle's deck list, because I gotta see what I'm actually looking at. Yep, so that is a Fire and Ice. We're gonna go... So what part did he do though? So did he just do the ice part? So we're going to tap out 4. Now, hey, now look, let's be realistic. Actually, there are domain decks in Modern now. There is Zoo. Like with the Triomes, Zoo can get really dumb in Modern, no lie. Like, it's hilarious. All right. Going to play a Misty and a Dryad of the Elysian Grove. So Kyle's going to go down 5. We're tapping 2 on Yugo for Lightning Helix, going down to 2. Putting him back up to a full 20. There we go. Another burn spell. That's the only problem with combo, where it pushes so hard to get your combo resolved in the face of just enormous amounts of pressure. So, with that being said, I'm not really sure what Yugo would bring in against a Scapeshift build, but there are excuse me, There are Force of Vigors. There's Obstinate Baloth and Chalice of the Void that can do a lot of serious harm to a burn matchup. And those very well could be coming in against Yugo very shortly. Yeah, chat. I agree with you 100%. Unfortunately, I just do not think this is a good matchup for Scapeshift. Especially for any deck that has a number of moving parts. It's pretty hard to try to, put all your pieces together in the face of opposition and burn. And I'll tell you, this burn list that Yugo's running, it's a very stock list now. You do have things like rolling vortexes that are new additions to the deck, but I mean, pretty much the meat and potatoes of the deck is the same stuff it always has been. Goblin Guide, Swiss Spear, Boros Charm. And I will also say, Searing Blaze, Lightning Bolt, Eidolon of the Great Revel, all of these, basic auto includes, right? So it's sort of problematic. And speaking to Yugo earlier today, he did purposely sort of build this matchup in a vacuum for this reason. So we're gonna get a lava spike right off the top after fetching a shock. And again, like I said earlier, in very greedy metagames where you're constantly fetching, you're constantly shocking, there's another lava spike. Although Yugo, my boy, like, your mismatched lava spikes are hurting my heart. Like, it's not the same. I gotta broker him a matching playset of lava spikes. We gotta get that. We gotta fix that up. Besides, I own him a little bit anyway. I can just get him some cards. Allison shot first. Thank you for joining in. Awesome. So skewer the critics. Oh, putting Kyle down to 9. Well, so I will say, the funny thing about brokering is that I can give you a little bit of inside information in how the hot dog is made. So honestly, like, maybe there are 2 burn players here at this event. Burn is actually not a prevalent metagame choice at this shop. And you're right. I think that there wasn't enough. I don't think there was enough anticipation expected for burn. I feel like Abs and Greasefang and Indomitable Creativity were some of the main decks that were expected. So it puts everyone on sort of a back foot based off, well, I planned for this and this being here. Well, now this and this isn't here. So you're just out of luck, which I totally understand the necessity for trying to build around a meta, but like, it feels so dangerous to do that, especially if it's at an event where you may not come to a lot, or you may not have a lot of time to play the local environment. because then you're making all of these assumptions over just a wide gamut of what everyone else in the world is playing, and one little shop in Thomasville may not be that meta, right? It may not be completely representative of what you're actually going to see. I have a friend of mine who unfortunately had to go 0-4 drop because he planned on an eventuality, and that just didn't come to pass. Like, his first 3 decks in a row were not the 65% meta that he expected to see. And if you completely, forego your plan for another plan, that hurts pretty bad. All right. All right. So we got two big Bailoff boys on the field. Coming in. Okay. So deflecting palm, firing it back. So that was a pretty vicious swing, a deflecting palm against an obstinate Bailoff. So you gain the 4 life for the obstinate Bailoff coming in, and then the deflecting swat, the deflecting palm, just comes right back at their face. That's pretty problematic. Like, based off Yugo's hand, that's really all he needs. Like, all he needs is 1 burn spell. So Yugo's separating his burn spells in his graveyard against his land, putting all of his numbers together. Kyle is extremely in think tank mode right now, trying to figure out where he needs to be, what he needs to do. Right? I believe my friend Sean would agree with you, Bob. I think I feel like some prime time is straight up needed in this deck. Or, you have something like Corsair Crewfix and prime time where you just like, I know, again, we're going back into 2017 Magic, right? But, life gain is the literal silver bullet to the brain for any burn matchup. And fine, you have stuff like Obstinate Bailoff, but I don't feel like that's enough. I don't feel like that's enough of a matchup. I don't think that's enough of a metagame choice. Yeah. Yeah, it was like Eidolon on the Great Revel, Eidolon of the Great Revel for Yugo. Kyle's side, we have 1 more Obstinate Bailoff and a Ren and 6. So literally, unless Kyle plays anything, okay. So what is that card? I'm not gonna lie. I do miss decks like I don't know if Mox Opal has been a 5-year ban. We are getting a Scapeshift, so let's see what can happen off of a Scapeshift. I think Ego's just gonna scoop that one up because he's just gonna scoop that one up. We're just gonna go ahead to game 3 because Scapeshift equals dead. So, like, all Kyle had to show was he can get the damage out. So if chat can help me, I do not remember when they banned Mox Opal. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Martyr Proc, that is a thing. I miss Affinity. I miss Affinity. I also loved playing Cheerios, which was so jank, but it was really, really funny. I loved playing Cheerios. It was hilarious. I never actually played Martyr of the Sands Proclamation of Rebirth. Never played that deck. A lot of my friends used to play stuff like Soul Sisters and similar things, which I'm not sure, it may be a similar variant with that. But I do, in the defense of today's Magic, there are a lot of really fun decks. The thing about it. Okay, so 2020 was Mox Opal Oko ban. Okay, right. Okay, so yeah, so I mean, I miss Affinity. Well, I miss Original Affinity. Oh, and Lattice. Yes, that is correct. 100%. Now, funny story about Lattice. One of the only times, I think it was a GP in Texas, a young pro player took Scred to a GP and won it. And Scred, I love Scred. I love Koth of the Hammer. And so at that time you had Karn the Great Creator and all that shenanigans. And I had just built Scred. I was going to take it to Monday Night Magic that first night. And the Friday before, I think they had posted, or it was either Friday before or that Monday morning, they had posted the bans effective immediately, banning Microsynth Lattice, so I couldn't do like any Scred, Pyro